Hello, dear listeners and viewers. Welcome back to the Relationship Goddess Medicine Show, where you get legit, licensed, psychologically sound miracle cures for relationship insanity. And entertainment, of course. I'm Yaj, I'm your host, and as always, I am absolutely thrilled to be here. In fact, in the shower, about an hour ago, I was thinking about, what am I going to do in the show, and like details. I don't go crazy with it, but I was thinking, and I was like, man, I so much more enjoy just doing the show than any anxiety or stress thinking about it. So I just look forward to being right here, right now. And we're going to invite, Invite the company of the light. As my mommy would say, candles are company. And last show, it came out of me spontaneously. So I'm going to invite the company of the light. And as always, I welcome you to do the same at home. Get a candle, create sacred space. This is the medicine show. So create, if you like, some space at home. And I'm going to light the incense. This is what I do. When I'm hanging out by myself or with my kids, I'm constantly, ask anyone who knows me, like really knows me, like who's been in my house, constantly lighting candles, lighting incense, and playing music. Constantly. Cool. And as always, I will waft it toward you, not just Ron Geffen of rocklandstudio.com, but also toward the listening audience, so you can smell it. I'll waft it toward our musical guest who's coming on in a little bit, Lezlee Peterzell-Bellanich, who I'm thrilled to have in the studio with me today, who's going to be coming on and doing some of her amazing music for us. What a treat. For real. Serious treat coming up in a few minutes. So we've created sacred space. Here's my music. Music, incense, and candles. I am on sacred space because I say so. So I have a relationship insanity to discuss, as always, today. And, I'm real comfortable with self-disclosure, as I, you may have noticed if you've watched other shows. But today is like really all about me, and not in a good way, not in a flattering way. But I know I'm not the only one. I'm just really willing to disclose today a relationship insanity that I have, which is I've been Facebooking about it a lot. I happen to be, if you've watched any show at all, you probably already know I'm a big fan of Facebook. I have a lot of good experiences on Facebook, sometimes not so good experiences on Facebook, but mostly really great. Getting a lot of support this week around this. But what it's about is getting triggered by my children. Triggered, like emotional reactivity. This is what I teach my clients about all the time. My couples, individual grown-ups, about how to handle their triggers with other grown-ups or with their kids. I, myself, walk the walk. I don't just talk the talk, and I work on my triggers with grown-ups and with my kids. But today I want to talk about, why is it relationship insanity to get triggered by your children? So I don't want you to hear this as blaming, judging, criticizing, and saying you shouldn't be getting triggered by your children. Quite au contraire. With all the support I've been getting this week on Facebook, you're not the only one, and me too, and here are some strategies. We'll get into that later. But the insanity is about that moment or moments when a parent, myself very much included, unfortunately, when I allow myself to go into this place of just like being really pissed off, it's something that one of my kids did. Like this morning, my daughter ran. She started making herself a snack like 2 minutes before her father was supposed to be here to pick them up for school. And I got really frustrated about that. And then she ran to go greet her dad when he pulled up and left her backpack at the porch where she would have to come all the way back. Right? Like, this should be the worst thing my kid does. And I get triggered. I get triggered. I was Facebooking about my son coming out. If I'm sleeping a few minutes extra while he's up in the morning, and he doesn't like the snack I laid out for him the night before, so he doesn't raid the refrigerator, which he still sometimes does, going into the refrigerator, stealing his sister's scissors, calligraphy pens, and staplers, hacking through a brand new package of organic cheddar cheese, and eating the whole thing. It's the kind of thing that triggers me. So the relationship insanity is allowing ourselves to get triggered, and then what we do in our reactive behavior. And I yell. I mean, I don't yell all the time, and I am genuinely working on it, not just saying, I'm working on it, how people say, working on that. I really am working on it, and I'm getting better, but when I slip, and I yell, and sometimes, I really, it takes me a few minutes to, get off it, like they said in Landmark. You ever do Landmark? Landmark Education Corporation. What Est turned into. Getting off it. But there's some good phrases, Are you on it? Are you off it? I get on it, I'm gonna, it's so that's the insanity. I'm gonna get my 3-year-old back. I'm gonna make his life a hell. It's crazy. I'm gonna show him who's boss around here. It's what it is. It's about wanting control. Oh, no. I mean, I turn into this, it's if you could watch a video. If I could watch a video, someone should, that should be, that could really be the miracle cure. Invite someone in your home. How are you going to make this happen, right? Tell your spouse, if you have anyone living with you who can operate this is totally spontaneous. This is not on my lesson plan. This is good. If you have anyone at home that knows how to operate, your iPhone, whatever, whatever you video on, whether it's an older child who can handle it, or your spouse, or someone you live with, give them the assignment. I'm going right into the miracle cure. Give them the assignment of secretly grabbing it and videoing at least a few seconds of you when you're on it, and showing it to you later. Right? I wish someone could do that for me, because I know I'd be oh God. I would be so short of that, Uncle Eckhart Tolle says, and any good spiritual meditation teacher says, work on becoming the watcher, becoming the witness of the situation and of yourself in the situation. And I do have momentary glimpses sometimes, and I'm going to work on putting a little video camera in my mind of seeing myself. I do kind of do it, but it's really brief, and it's still mostly unconscious of can you hear yourself right now? Do you hear yourself? Can you see yourself? You're foaming at the mouth because your daughter left her book bag on the patio furniture. Right? And then not the flip side, but not just can you see yourself, but remember what you're about? Aren't you about childhood being really joyous? What are you doing to your daughter's childhood right now? Relationship insanity. Is she going to be in a therapist's office one day talking about her screaming mother? So live in the studio audience, my musical guest just asked me, do your kids tell you yell? And I thought for a minute, and my little 3-year-old boy goes like this. And when he does that, I mean, that's what kids are here for. I heard years and years and years and years ago that children are our spiritual masters. And it was before I had kids, and I was much younger, and I didn't really know what the hell that meant, but it sounded really good. And I thought I kind of got it. Well, no, here, I'm saying the miracle cures. They're just coming out of me. So one was, have someone video you, or just work on the watcher that sees yourself. The other is see your children as mirrors. Children are just mirrors. So when my son goes like this, I could get angrier. You listen to me. I'm teaching you a lesson. And I do feel really badly when he does that. Thank God. I have a conscience, people. When he does that, I'm oh God. It's looking in the mirror and seeing a big, ugly zit on the tip of your nose. And that's really what it should be. That's what it should be. I want to make my 3-year-old go like this. So I go, oh, yeah. And I do have moments where I'm shake it off. Oops, my bad. I'm sorry, but I want to really work on not going into the yelling at all. So the other piece, and my older one, my daughter, I think she just tunes me out, which is probably good, but I don't want her having I don't want her to, that's the defense mechanism. I don't want her to have to tune out. I don't want to give my kids things they have to, more than what they have to. I don't want to give them my stuff that, to cope with, tune out, or brace against. I don't want to be that. And look, at least 90 something percent of the time, I'm not. Ask my daughter next time you see her on the street if she has a good mother. I think she'll give a favorable review. But when I slip, I want to work on being better. So I posted all this stuff on Facebook about my son hacking into the cheese, and there were a couple of responses that didn't really feel that supportive, but that's okay. And then this like warm wave of this compassionate, wise, Earth Mother, amazing parenting strategy, advice, love, and understanding came through from like at least 3 women. It was like yesterday, late afternoon and into the evening. And it was just like, wow. And then another friend wrote, I love this, Yaj. This is what Facebook is for. Women, that women, I'm the one who wrote that. She was like, I love women stepping forth and not competing with each other, but giving each other support. This is what women are supposed to be doing for each other. And I wrote like, yes, this is an awesome Facebook moment. And it was, and it is. And one of the things that came through is the miracle cure for this relationship insanity. And I have her permission to use her name and use this. So one of the responses, it's from my friend, not just Facebook friend, but friend in real life, Rebecca Lazaroff. Our daughters were each other's first friends ever. They met when they were 2. And Rebecca Lazaroff is the designer and the owner of Bell and Beanzer baby clothes. Amazing. She's a designer. She invented baby clothes, unlike things that exist the way she designs them. And it's Bell, Belle, and Beanzer, BeanZer.com. Amazing children's clothes. Came up with this, but this is how she came up with it. This was just her Facebook response to me. Now I call it Rebecca's List. Rebecca, let me know if I'm allowed to do that. For parents who get triggered by their kids. That's just what I'm calling it for now. She writes, Yaj, strategies are huge. And believe me, you're not the only one. You're not the only one out there getting triggered by their kids. I know. For me, I find I end up running through a series of questions. Rebecca's an amazing mom, and I'm about to prove this. This is her Facebook response. 1, is this dangerous? No. The scissors, even with the stapler and the cheese, they weren't dangerous. He's not hurting himself. He opened the cheese. 2, is it just annoying me most of the time? Yes. That's the yes. Mm-hmm. This is like Byron Katie's, 4 questions on the turnaround for negative thinking. You're brilliant, Rebecca. 3, is it just a small person's version of something that will be a super awesome quality someday, and I need to hone it for their strengths?
That's a good one.
Yes. Some people wrote on Facebook, wow, he's really determined. Wow, he knows how to get his needs met. Wow, he knows what he wants and knows how to get it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess there's other ways of looking at it than he's just being a pain in the ass and, eating my expensive organic cheese and crossing my boundaries, going into my fridge and making my world chaos. My stuff, right? She writes, like, for example, her daughter's ability to negotiate. Or is it the opposite, and is he growing a really annoying habit? You have to look at that. Maybe it's a really annoying habit and you want to hone that or extinguish that. 4, is this triggering something old in me? Like, I'm the therapist here, right? Physician, heal thyself. Like, hello, we're all therapists. We're all the therapists. It's the whole point. Reach out for support and you get therapy. Is this triggering something old in me and I'm really reacting to that? For example, feeling out of control? Yes. 5, last one. Is this a logical/practical thing, as in, I'm overwhelmed, I need support? I was like, who is this person, Rebecca, that I already know and love, coming through as this like divine goddess, therapist, wisdom, spiritual teacher, amazing parent? Is this not awesome? There's a copy here for you to take home.
Take it.
She'll take it. And mom, too, of 2 kids. And then she just writes, it's the beauty and great frustration of kids. Given what you know about your son, why does he still go in the fridge despite having a snack put out for him? If you come up blank, Maybe you just have to try some things out. Hang in there, mama. I'm like, Rebecca, I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling, and I'm going to say this out loud, that there's another whole, like, other thing for you to do, not instead of, like, I think you should write a book about parenting. I do. I think you should write. This is so amazingly brilliant, professional, incredible, useful. Like, don't you want to run home and put this on the fridge?
Yeah.
It's on my fridge. Ha ha, right? So when Ocean goes in the fridge, if he does again, it's right on my fridge. It's like I tell my clients to all like put this thing on the fridge that I'm handed, the communication techniques. This is on my fridge to help me when I get triggered.
Yay, Rebecca.
Yay, Rebecca. I'm going to go to my fridge whenever I'm feeling that that's what I'm going to start doing this. This is awesome. That is the miracle cure. The miracle cure is Rebecca's List and Facebook. Reaching out. So, again, while my beloved cameraman was shifting angles or doing some wonderful thing, my musical guest who's about to come on asked this really great question off camera, which I was like, okay, I have to bring that up again. She said, well, who really has time to work through this list of 5 things? And blah, blah. I totally get it. Like, we're busy, and in the moment, it's really more about catching yourself from the intensity of the emotional reaction, because it really doesn't take that long. I could yell for a good 2 minutes, right? In 2 minutes, I could have said, let's consult Rebecca's List, take a breath, deflate for a moment, deflate in that good way, and be like, no, this isn't dangerous. Okay. Is it just annoying me? Yeah. Is this my shit? Yeah. Is there actually some gem? How long was that? 10 seconds? So it's not really the time. It's the catching yourself before the tidal wave of emotions takes over you. Of, anger, frustration. It really doesn't take long. It's like a nanosecond, really, of just like, Rebecca's List, consult Rebecca's List. That's all I have to remember. It's hard. Simple but not easy. And it's not time consuming.
Have you done it
Just last night. And no.
So you haven't had the chance.
I hadn't printed it out and put it on the fridge yet, and I yelled at my daughter this morning for her backpack. Ugh! Then I'm like, ugh, I'm the yelling mommy again. So it's hard. Now it's on the fridge, and let's see how I do. I'll report next week. But without any further ado, I'm going to now introduce the lovely, the amazing Lezlee Peterzell-Bellanich to do some music for us. So get ready for some amazing quality music. I'm not putting pressure on you. It's just the truth. So I have here, as I said, the lovely, the amazing, the talented, my Lezlee Peterzell-Bellanich, my friend, not just on Facebook, in real life, but also on Facebook.
Real friend.
But we really, It's really cool to have some people that you also really have fun with on Facebook. And we also have that. A mom, so also a sister mom at the same school, and a fellow Nyacker, sister Nyacker.
Yes.
And once again, said something off camera while we were shifting. 3 for 3 that I have to say, that I forgot to say, that it's Happy Earth Day. I know we're posting this on Friday, but we're right now, I like to be real in the moment. It's Earth Day, and you said that's why you're wearing green.
I'm wearing green in honor of Earth Day and spring, and the green trees are coming
out.
out.
I know, the buds. And you know what? Your
it.
earrings.
Yes.
Oh my God.
My mother, I think, got those.
These are amazing.
She went to Southeast Asia 2 years ago and brought those back.
I was like, either that's Southwest American or
I can't remember.
I guess it's like embroidered spiral, and it looks like the buds coming out on the trees. It's this baby spring green, magical. Yeah, I know. Another time we'll focus in on the things. So, briefly, I've known Lezlee for years, but even though you handed my daughter once, which we still have, a CD of yours. I see you don't have a box. A CD of yours called Peppermint Way.
Peppermint Highway. Leslie's Lullabies.
Leslie's Lullabies, Peppermint Highway. And you were like, here, this is for Troy. It was years ago. And I was like, I didn't know you were a musician. I didn't know that about you. Were you gigging back then in Nyack?
No. So after college, I really focused my goal as a singer-songwriter. So I really, did all of the clubs in Manhattan, recorded, toured Europe a couple of times, which was
Oh.
really great, and had a
Wow.
lot of different types of band situations. And I just really wanted to get my music out there, my soul. That's sort of like my tribe, I guess.
Yeah.
And back then, particularly interested in just writing my own music and so forth. And then I also wrote some children's songs, 2 albums, Leslie's Lullabies and Peppermint Highway. So I wanted to, they're my gift to children.
Yeah, and it's really great music, but then maybe it's more because I moved to Nyack.
Yeah.
Or were you gigging, doing the stuff
Well,
you're doing now
I
back
took
then, or is
a
this a new
long
project?
break
Yeah.
because my husband and I started the New York Boat Charter.
Oh yes. Oh, plug whatever you want to.
nyboatcharter.com, perfect for private weddings,
Say
corporate
what
events.
it is. Come on.
So we own a 3-level, 120-foot yacht called the Royal Princess, and it didn't happen overnight. It was a lot of work, and we had a smaller boat. We sold it to my brother-in-law, and so I book all different yachts in New York Harbor. That's our main business. So whatever size you want. And then we had the opportunity to get the Royal Princess, I think around 2007, and we renovated it. Rob, my husband, is one of those people that he's just got vision. I mean, sort of like you do. He can see what he wants, and he really creates the vision really well.
Yeah. So people book parties, weddings.
They do.
Ashes
Ash
scattered in the ocean, ash scatterings on the Royal Princess, and it's New York Charter.
NY Boat Charter.
nyboatcharter.com for that business. Let's get back to the music. So amazing, amazing, amazing. And so you took a long break.
I took a long break, had children.
Had children. Oh yeah, there's that.
There's that. And honestly, the songs just weren't coming to me, and I was okay with that. It was fine. And then about maybe 3 years ago, Rob said to me, I never see you pick up the guitar. Why doesn't it come to you? And I really wasn't sure. And then I had this goal. I said, you know what? I just want to do it for fun. I don't want the pressure of trying to get a record deal and touring. I just want to create something fun in Nyack. And we did this thing, Parents That Rock, at school. Got together with some other parents that rocked. Created a little band. That was fun. Then I decided to move on to another situation. And most recently started my latest band called the River Sky Band, which is facebook.com, the River Sky Band. And
river and sky are significant words to you because,
yes,
if you care to share,
not only do we live very close to the river and where the river and sky meet, but they are the names of my wonderful, gorgeous children. River, age 10, Sky, age 6, and I've also am guilty of yelling at them when I
so
I'm not alone. Worry, you're not
We're the
alone.
only 2 parents who yell at our children, but that's okay. We're the only brave ones willing to admit it. Something that Lezlee and I have in common is our kids have these like nature hippie artist that people think it's real hippie, but I don't look at you and think hippie.
No,
but it's
I'm
like
not hippie.
but it's like sacred names because they're Mother Nature names. So my kids are Twilight and Ocean and River and Sky. So we're like the nature of families. So the River Sky Band.
The River Sky Band. I also have a song called Where the River Meets the Sky.
We're gonna hear that.
Which we're gonna hear.
Yeah.
And and it's Earth Day, so
it's Earth Day.
Perfectly appropriate.
So get ready, folks. We're gonna hear some serious quality music. We're just gonna get the angle so she can hog the whole camera.
Okay, this is called Where the River Meets the Sky. Standing on the edge by the banks of the water, watching the sunset, painting colors on waves. I catch my breath, inhale the perfect moment. This all makes sense, drifting away. All my dreams come alive where the river meets the sky, 'cause my heart is soaring high where the river meets the the ripples of light, they flicker. Breeze is warm as it brushes my face. I close my eyes and hear the water flowing. No surprise, I'm drifting away. All my dreams come alive where the river meets the sky. 'Cause my heart is soaring high where the river meets the sky. Like two angels side by side. I feel your love when I am here. You hug my heart and melt my fears. My path is clear. All my dreams come alive where the river meets the sky.
Oh my God. The whole thing about clapping. Like, do you clap when you're just alone with someone? Like, it doesn't quite give justice to it. So I'm just going to do this because that song really impacted me. And it wasn't just like, wow, that was good. It was the quality of your voice, both the way it sounded and felt, and the high quality, and your playing, and just the vibration of the whole song and the lyrics. Really, it transported me. Like, that thing that, like, it wasn't just like, oh yeah, this is, a good tune. I can tap my foot to a good tune. And I was trained by my brother to tune into quality music, and he exposed me to a lot. My brother, who's a musician, but I was transported to bliss. I was on the Hudson River. I was seeing mountains and river and sky and clouds and sunshine. I was smiling. You saw me. Wow. I was like, I was in bliss. That's what your song did to me.
Thank you. I mean, it does that to me, and the fact that it did that to you is like the highest compliment. I mean, really, thanks. It moved you.
It literally moved me. I mean, it moved me. Like I was somewhere else. I was here. It's that beautiful kind of thing. I was here, and I was on the river with the bliss of Mother Nature, and the quality of your song and your voice is what took me there, and the vibration behind, just your heart behind it. It's amazing. And I need it. I know you're working on maybe you're going to make a CD.
I will.
You really need to make a CD.
I'm going to record now. I'm ready. Yeah. I'm ready.
This is like my new favorite song, and I if you could, I need to learn it because I need to sing this every day. This is an amazing.
Well, we have it on.
We have it right. That's right. I'll just watch this part of the show every day and learn the lyrics, because that is like, it's a prayer song. It's a amazing. Woo!
Thank you. Wow. I'm like, I don't know how to react.
Yeah, well, you're really super. So you have more for us, yeah?
I have a few more, and I will say that if you want to see me in a band situation, I'm playing Friday night with the River Sky Band. I'm very excited about this. This is our first gig, and I'm playing with just three of such talented musicians: Kevin Dunn on percussion, drums. A guy named Nelson Silva, who teaches in town at the Rivertown Music. He's on bass. And also a new person we just found. His name is Ralph Mole on lead guitar. It's going to be awesome. It's at 7:30 Bourbon Street on Friday night,
right
April 24th. April 24th.
So say it all again. Where?
Bourbon Street, which is on Main Street in Nyack. 7:30, 8 o'clock. We know that there's some stuff going on, so if we push it, it's fine. Great food. The River Sky Band. Okay, Yaj, this is a song called Our Town, Nyack. I have a lot of roots in this town. I love Nyack, and I believe that every town deserves a song. I really do. And I think it would bring everybody together if everybody like sang the song. So this is what I'm hoping, that this will become the anthem for Nyack.
Right on.
At the corner of Broadway and Main, walk down for coffee at the Art Cafe. Say hi to Vlad, he cuts my kid's hair. There's David, Johnny Cakes, no credit cards there. Drive to the village and pass a few deer. Go to Bourbon Street for an ice cool beer. Say hello to our town, Nyack. Come on down the main street. So proud of our town, Nyack. Walk to the beat of our history. Park for free from 6 to 11. Check out the farmer's market, it's a slice of heaven. Walk along the river and hike up the hook. Step inside Pickwick and buy a new book. Thank God we're building a brand new bridge. If we drove in the river, it'd be as cold as a fridge. Say hello to our town, Nyack. Come on down to Main Street. So proud of our town, Nyack. Walk to the beat of our history, yeah. Alright, you know these guys. There's Mr. Coblin, well, he just retired. His drugstore window is still admired. Over 40 fire engines on display. They're part of every other town parade. There's Maya Jen, she's always got a smile. Maria Louisa P. Ross for style. Say hello to our town, Nyack. Come on down to Main Street, yeah. So proud of our town, Nyack. Walk to the beat of our history, yeah. Like every other town, we got our ups and downs. We got politics and rights and wrongs, but every town deserves a song. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got churches and temples if you need to pray. If it's not your thing, well, that's okay. Take a bus to Manhattan, it's not that far. You can sing with the locals and feel like a star. It doesn't make sense and I don't know why we got 5 Nyacks when one would be fine. Say hello to our town, Nyack. Come on down to Main Street. So proud of our town, Nyack. Walk to the beat of our history, yeah. Oh, walk to the beat, oh, of our history. Our town, Nyack.
Oh my God. You are so amazingly talented.
I wanted you to join in.
I almost did, but I almost did, but I thought, let her just, in case you want to use this clip for something. I was really thinking about your professional career. And
Thank you.
You might want to just, because you can clip this on YouTube. You can do Clip Chop and actually put that.
Okay.
But if you could have seen me, I was laughing and just totally getting it. And I wanted to sing along. It's an amazing, you're an anthem writer.
Cool. No, yeah.
So that's amazing. And so I think I don't even have to say that, I choose really good guests, right? So I want you to just kind of take us out.
Okay.
On, I just want to say goodbye and thank you so much to our watching and listening viewers, I guess listeners and viewers. And thanks again to Ron Geffen of rocklandstudio.com for doing the amazing camera work and sound work. We have the equipment keeps getting more professional around here. It's very exciting. I actually was just thinking, you know what I really want? I want a second camera, like Diva, right? I want another camera over here so that like, you know, like that's fancier video. So like you could like clip into like my laughing or my reaction, my singing along, well, and then back to the artist, and then, you know, I get it. Like I get how people could go, oh no, we need this, we need this, we need this, we need this, we need this. Chill. Keep it low budget right now and like build it. But that, you know, amazing. So you're gonna take us out. I'm gonna, you know, we'll see you next time. And check us out at YouTube. Well, you're already checking us out on YouTube. So my website is therelationshipgoddess.com for all of the different things that I do. And it's all on there, on the website, therelationshipgoddess.com.
And I just want to thank you so much for having me. Really, I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Did we kiss
so much.
before?
I don't know. Did we? We have lipstick, so.
Who cares?
Oh,
You do.
okay.
I don't. This time,
Okay,
no makeup.
All right, but I just want to say she's an amazing therapist. She really is. So.
Little shout out
It's
for
a
my
shout out to you. Not that I know.
Wow.
No,
I don't know how many
kidding.
millions of people are watching. Cool. Thank you, Lezlee.
All right, this is a song called Rolling Wave, which is also appropriate for Earth Day, I guess, right? It's been through a lot of different lyric changes. The latest is with a guy named John Klein that writes with me. Or I write and he Kleinifies it. So, a skimpy skirt and a tiny cut-off tee. She flashed her assets around her pocket of Lee on my boss's desk. They had a quickie little merger. She just started last week. Now I'm working for her. Life is a rolling wave. Gotta keep on riding just like a rolling wave. Gotta hang on tighter, down and up and down. Gotta keep on riding, yeah. You wanna shake something, whatever you wanna go. So I bit my lip and I scanned a fax to phone. I bought, I shipped, man, I sold, and I did it all alone. My boss's wife, see, she owned the company. Now that I'm CEO, well, guess who's working for me? Life is a rolling wave. Gotta keep on riding.